This painting was one that I did over Christmas. We were on the beach in Cancun, and I drew this actually on the balcony a lot and in the shade, because I'm not really a lay down in the sun type person, but I used my iPad and I started to draw this, and I thought, you know, I'm going to try to draw something, and I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to try to capture the cat who's in the morning sitting by itself, just sort of looking and watching what's going on, which I think cats do a lot of as they watch the world go by. And so that's what this image is all about. I found the picture of this cat that was wandering around in the dark, which I think cats do a lot of hunting at that time. But I also had this feeling that, you know, a cat laying down in the grass and having the breath come out of his mouth as he's sitting there, I thought would be kind of a neat thing to try to capture, and try to capture that mystique or that aloofness that cats have. I'm actually not much of a cat person. I just think that they have such strong personalities that they create a real neat feeling and a real neat emotion as you look at them, and that's the reason why I did this cat over Christmas. Now, from start to finish, I bet you I spent about 30 hours drawing this cat, and so I spent a lot of time on the eyes. I spent a lot of time trying to get the hair in place in the right spot. I spent a lot of time trying to create the grass, so because the grass was had to be in such details because it was right in front of the cat's face, and then I tried to make the breath coming out of his nose and out of his mouth without eliminating too much of the cat. So I spent a lot of time creating a cat and then covered up with grass, and then I covered up a lot of the other rest of the face with smoke, or with the breath as he's breathing in the cold morning. And I don't know if it's an image that I'm really super excited about and whether it's something I'm really proud of, but it was kind of an experimentation for me to try and achieve something that I had up here. And so I was using different elements and things that I've learned, and believe it or not, I actually sat down as I'm walking outside of our resort in Cancun and looked at some of the grass that they have there, and took a look at the way the thicker grass that you will find, and how it had the lines running down the middle, and one side was dark and one side was light. When you actually get into art and you get into drawing stuff, you'll look at things really weird, and try not to get captured laying on the ground looking at grass and trying to figure out what grass looks like. People think you're very strange, but it is an actual exercise that you'll start to go through, where as you draw things, you'll try and find images on the internet, or you'll actually go look at things in real life to try and figure out what's the best way to draw it and make it look real.